Well, first of all, I don't know if the aliens are out there, but I'd be shocked if they weren't. We have cataloged so far 4,000 planets going around other stars in the galaxy. And so we have a census, for the first time, a census of the Milky Way galaxy. On average at night, every single star you see at night has a planet going around it. On average, every single star you see tonight when you go outside. This means there are billions of Earth-like planets in our own backyard, perhaps with oceans, atmospheres, perhaps with microbial life, we don't know. But we think, though we cannot prove, that the galaxy could be teeming with life.
You know, you've often heard me say that it can be unpredictable up here on the North Yorkshire Moors. Well, on the way down here it was like a summer's day, and now you can see behind me that the snow is coming down quite fast now, so that's how quick it can change from 1 mile to the next up on these moors. So I'm hoping that it doesn't set anytime soon. The floor is quite wet, we've had a few days worth of rain, so maybe that will go in my favour when it comes to getting back out of here, hopefully. But I have to act quick, because if this does start to set, I need to be back on the road heading home, otherwise I will get stuck. Really land of the giants. So it looks like it's setting on the outskirts of this woodland, so I'm going to have to head back out now and just reevaluate the situation, because, oh Christ, it really is setting a lot quicker than I expected. So I'm going to have to probably call this off for today, get back in the car and head out of these roads before I become stuck. Out this way, if you do become stuck, the only thing that's rescuing you anytime soon is farmers, local farmers in the area, and those people are few and far between. So you could be sat here overnight with no heat, no food or water, and it's not a situation that I want to be in. So I am gonna have to call this a day at this point, and maybe try and venture back out tomorrow to see if anything's changed. The weather is crazy, guys. Absolutely crazy. Whew. These are really big flakes now that are coming down. I could see a very black silhouette of what I had impression was a man. It was pulsing something which I can only describe as being absolute 100% evil. There's still snow on the ground. It's actually really cold. It's 6 degrees colder up here on the moors than from where I've just left. So it just shows you down in the towns, down in the cities, the public areas where civilization exists, they're feeling temperatures 6 degrees warmer than up here, which is what I'm always saying to you guys about how this place experiences severe weather compared to everywhere else. It's just so high and remote. At least now I know that the shelter's waterproof, which is always reassuring. So there is about an hour's worth of light left. These light nights are lasting longer now it's summer, or approaching summer. And then this whole entire area will be plunged into darkness. Oh, the joys. It is really peaceful though. I keep saying this every time I come back. It's really peaceful. And now the fact that I've got camp built up, I'm not sure if you can see it behind me. It's really starting to feel a lot more homely and safe in some ways. It's amazing what a few walls and a roof can do in terms of confidence and anxiety. It can really put your mind at rest. One of the big difficulties that I find investigating here is that there is such a wide array of different phenomena that implementing just one tool is difficult, because, I mean, I could stay up till 3 o'clock in the morning, which is targeting the witching hour, but is that aimed more towards the paranormal? And I could sit out here under the canopy doing some CE5, but is that aimed more towards the extraterrestrials? And like I said, this place has everything, so trying to target a specific phenomena here is impossible. And I guess it's just a case of trial and error, going through the whole investigative process using the EMF readers, using the CE5, waking and recording around 3 o'clock in the morning, and just doing these different types of techniques in the hopes that whatever it is on form that night. Some weird noises already. What's really weird is a thought. It almost sounds like someone's left the radio on behind me, and you can hear the constant twitter between two people. Never mind, it's just my mind, I think, at this point, playing games. This is always the worst part of the night, when day becomes night. That's when your eyes start adjusting, that's when your mind starts seeing different shadows, and the contrast changes completely, so your mind starts playing tricks. So I've got to remember that. One of the things that I've really learned from my time in the army is the power of decompartmentalizing. Being able to achieve big goals and keep huge secrets with very few of the people involved actually knowing what's really happening. And it always amazed me how the officers and the higher ups knew exactly what was going on at every stage of the way, every level down. They knew everything, but those at the bottom really didn't know too much about the end goal. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because decompartmentalizing plays a big factor when it comes to the UFO phenomena, or any phenomena that is supposed to be kept away from the public eye. If we look at the Manhattan Project, when they built the atomic bomb, very few people working on that bomb knew exactly what they were there to do and what the end result would be. And it's the same with Roswell, it's the same with Rendlesham Forest, and all these different UFO incidents. As soon as the military push through and they clear the area up, everyone, right from the guys who remove the bodies down to those who are picking up shrapnel off the floor, very few of them know what's going on, really. I mean, we hear about troops jumping out of the back of trucks and doing a quick sweep of the area, but do they know what they're sweeping for? Do they know what they're putting into bags and loading on the back of the truck? I highly doubt it. And we see this actually come into play with Bob Lazar. Bob Lazar talks about this a lot. They were asking him to back engineer alien or ET technologies without ever allowing him to know what actually it was they were hoping to achieve. That must have been such a difficult task. Somebody placing something in front of you that you've never seen before and saying, right, tell me what this does, tell me how it works. And like Bob Lazar was saying in his book, is that you need some kind of an overview, you need some kind of an idea as to what this thing should be or should look like. It's very difficult to start from scratch with no knowledge at all, and that's the way they work. That's the way the government or these MIB type characters work. Decompartmentalizing. Very few people know what's going on. The secret is kept safe, and the end goal, from the help of many, is often met, but very few of them know what the end goal is. Because a lot of the time you hear people in the UFO field saying, how could they have kept it a secret for so long? It's not very difficult when you use, like I've said, the decompartmentalization of troops and scientists. It's not very difficult at all to keep a secret. You just have to make sure that everyone along each stage of the way only knows enough to complete their job. And once they've completed their job, they'll pass on their hard work to the next team, who'll carry it on to the next team, until eventually the number at the top guys that receive the end product, might be 3, 4, but yet hundreds of people have worked on it and nobody actually knows what it is. I always found that interesting, because I did see this, like I've just said. I saw this firsthand in the army, on a smaller scale obviously, and it was nothing to do with extraterrestrials or anything like that, but it's the same situation, the rules still apply. And yeah, I often found myself thinking, what the hell are we doing? Like, what is this about? and just kind of going through the motions, following everybody else. Okay guys, hopefully you can see me now. We're back in the shelter. I think I've got the 3 candles there in the shot. You can see the lanterns hung up inside the shelter, and here in my hand is the EMF reader. I'm not sure where to position this because there's nowhere to stand this up, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm manipulating this, but I mean, I don't know where to put this, which is annoying, so I might just hold it out in front of me. For anyone that knows how an EMF reader works anyway, you'll know that I can't transmit an electric magnetic field. I mean, I'll switch this on, just wait for it to register, and you'll see that I don't register anything. So anything that is going to happen with these lights is not from me. As you can see, I'm not hiding anything. There's no trickery involved. You'll just have to take my word for it. But I'll hold this way and ask the questions as I always do. If we get something, bonus. If we don't, you guys will know that I don't fake things. So here we go. If there is anybody present with me here in the woods right now that can understand me and wishes to communicate, please manipulate one of the 3 candles on the shelf, or step close to the device held in my hand. If you could do both at the same time, that would be brilliant. Lily, come. If there is any presence, being, entity, form of intelligence here in these woods with me right now that wishes to communicate, please interact with the middle candle. Please step close to the device held in my hand. If you could make one of the candles go out, that would be very interesting. Lily, come around here. There is something in these woods. There is something in these woods. You've been seen, reported many times before. If that is you, please interact with one of the candles or the device held in my hand. Was that flashing? If there is a presence in these woods, an entity, some form of intelligence, that frequents this area quite often, please make your presence known. Reports have come forward from this area. Something has been seen. If you believe that something is you, then please step close to the device held in my hand or interact with the candles on the shelf. The middle candle, can you please make the middle candle move or go out? Up. Lie down. Lie down. My chest's feeling really tight. I'm not sure why that is. Is it that's nerves, anxiousness? Just feels really tight. Maybe I'm scrunched over a bit. Maybe my posture's not helping. Lily scared the life out of me. The scary thing is I can't even see if that is Lily, because behind the camera it's pitch black. Obviously with the light shining in my eyes this way, I can't see anything. Please interact with this device held in my hand. Did that? Please interact with the device held in my hand. If there is something in these woods, if there's an entity that can travel from dimension to dimension and wishes to make its presence known, please interact with the device. Shit. Okay. Please interact with the device held in my hand again. If that was you that made the device move up to the red, please step closer and do that again. That definitely moved, right? Lily, come. Lily. Come here. This just got real. Lie down, please. Lie down. Lie down. What's up, girl? Can you sense anything? Can you sense anything? If there is a presence here, please interact with one of the candles or the device held in my hand. If that's you next to the device, please step closer. It's very difficult for me because I can't see the lights from this angle. But from where I can see over the top, it does look like they've been flashing. I can't wait to get back and check the footage. You okay, Lil? Remember, you're my eyes and ears. You have to tell me. You have to tell me. I think it flashed when I mentioned something about dimensions. I'm not talking to you, baby. I'm not talking to you. If there is something in these woods that's able to come through dimensions, or often frequents in these woods, please step close to the device held in my hand. Okay, thank you. Can you manipulate one of the... What is it, Lil? Okay, thank you. I'm going to end this session. That was brilliant, thank you. That went up to red, right? That went up to red, and she started looking in that direction. You're scaring me. Don't you start doing that, Lil. Okay, I think that's enough for tonight. I'm freaked out, so I'm gonna give that a rest. Just because of where I am, and that's never done that before. So I'm gonna give this a rest and just try and reset, try and bring myself down a bit more. Wow. I have no shame in saying this, guys. I've done it many a times before in the past. It's nothing new to you guys. You've seen me abandon camps before, but this one's just a little bit too weird for me. I was woken by Siri. I think I can hear something. I was awoken by Siri on my phone, and it sounded like it said, "He's here." Was he talking to me? Like, is that a warning? Is that or is he directing someone to me saying, like, he's here, like meaning me? Or is it him telling me that someone's here? I don't know. And then I can't tell for sure. I'm gonna have to look back at the footage, but I could have sworn that the red lights on the EMF reader were going absolutely nuts. I'm going to put my sleeping bag away and I'm going to get the hell out of here. I'll be back tomorrow or another day, and I'll do this step by step. I think I've just jumped in too much at the deep end. Yeah, I'm going to call it a day, guys. I'm sorry. But again, like I said, you've seen me do this before. It's no big shocker. It is difficult. I've tried my best. I think it's early hours in the morning right now, and I'd rather just get out of here. There's only maybe about 3 or 4 hours dark left before the sun starts coming back up. So I've got no shame in making it this far. But the Siri thing's just completely knocked me. It definitely said, "He's here," or "He's there," or something like that. He's here, I think it said. Lily's been on high alert all night. She's been up and down, like she's not settled one little bit. This is the scariest bit for me, is packing down, because you feel really vulnerable when you're putting your sleeping bag away, when you've got your back turned and you're putting things in your bag. With all the rustling, it's very hard to hear what's going on around you. And it's a scary, scary time. I've got the woods to walk back as well through to the car, and I'm not looking forward to that. I can't wait to get back and check the footage if I get back, fingers crossed. Something's happened here tonight. Something definitely has happened here tonight. I've had some kind of a response. I don't think that the candles were interacted with. I think that was just the wind. I could be wrong, but the EMF reader, I caught it the first time and wasn't too sure whether I'd seen what I thought I saw, because like I said, the LED lights were facing you guys, but the second time I know what I saw. And Lily's reaction to that as well, looking in that direction behind me, and then topped off with the Siri weirdness. Yeah, I'm gonna go, guys. I'm gonna get my dog in. She's out there somewhere, lied down, I think. And I'm gonna get back to the car. Weird night, really, really weird night. I think I need someone to come out with me next time. This would have been brilliant if I could have made it longer and actually done more investigating, but the minute I started getting results, I'll be the first to admit it. It knocked me, it scared me. And it shouldn't do, because that's why I'm here, to get the results. But as I mentioned in previous videos, you never know how you're going to react. I just want to get out of here, guys. I'm going to stop the recording now. I've done too much, and I'm going to head back to the car.